Ready? Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to St. Rose Auction Mart bred cow and heifer sale here today. A real tremendous set of bred cows and heifers on offer. Whether you're looking for something to calve a little early or, whoa, Miles. All right, well, Miles is cleaning that up. Like I was saying, a little bit of everything on offer here today, guys. We got some dispersal cows. We got some early calving stuff. Got some later calving stuff as well. We're going to start it off with the DNS Moffat cows, guys. Real reputable set of cows coming to us out of the Rourketon country. I've had the privilege to sell these cattle for the last few years. Whenever they come to town, they top the sale every week with real nice red-hided steers and heifers. The bulls were placed in with these cows and heifers on May the 14th. The bulls were pulled on August the 8th, so they're due to start calving the 23rd of February. The cows are all bred Simmental, and the heifers are bred Red Angus. They are on a full herd vaccination program, guys. They're on a Select Vac Gold Plus. All right. It's great to have DLMS here again, John. He's got a pile of people logged online, so please be patient with us. We don't want to miss anybody. To all the friends on DLMS, we please ask that you do bid early, so I know that you're interested. I don't want to miss anybody. We got a lot of cattle to get through here today, so we're going to try to have a quick and snappy sale. All right? Started off with the Moffat cattle, guys. You know them. Here is 5 times on some red heifers, guys. Bred heifers. Now they're coming to you at a pen 49. Again, I will try to announce the pen numbers as we get rolling, but once we get rolling, all right. Here we go. On Tell Me Where, Moffat herd dispersal time, boys. You like them? 7,500, 7,000 now. On $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody hear them? Have it? 51, 2. On 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, 7.5, $6,000 on them now. Who did everybody? 2.5, 5. On 65, 7.5. On 65, 67.5, half. Where? On 65, 7.5, 7.5. Heard them? Have it? 65, 7.5, 65, 60, 600. On 65, 60, 600, $600 on them now. Who did everybody? 65, 60, 600, 65, 60. 600 and I sold them 6,500, 6,500. We're going 2B at 6,500. 68 will be your pen. 68, 68. We need to, Dennis, we need to weigh the heifers. You talk about a soggy set of bred heifers, 1,232 pounds coming to you. 12:32, wowzers. There's a set that could have started the whole darn day. On Tell Me Where, who did a bit of a here in 7,000, 6,500. On did a bit of a here in 2.5, 58.99, 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of a here them have a bit of 6,000 here, 2.5. Who did a bit of a here them have a bit of 2.5 where? Here down. Who did a bit of a here in 2.5, 2.5 here did a bit of 6,000, 2.5. On 6,000, 2.5 half where? On 6,000, 2.5, 3. On 3, 3, 4. On 3 and 4. Who did a bit of 3 and 4 of a bit of 63, 4, 4. Who did a bit of 3 and 4 of a bit of 3 bid 4? Sold them them 6,300. Same way, 6,300. Put them in 2B at 6,300. 68. 68. 68. My word, fellers are getting better. On 7,000 where? Honda a bit of here than 68. Honda a bit of here than have a bit of 5800 99 $6,000 on them now. 2.5 5 6,500 7.5 wanna be 5. Who did a bit of 65? Who did a bit of 63? 3 3 4 on 3 and 4. Who did a bit of 63? $6,400 on them now. Did a bit of 3 and 4 a bit of 63 64 on 3 and 4 4 4. Who did a bit of 3 and 4 a bit of 63 64 63 6400 and I sold them 6,300. Same way, putting together a tremendous set. 6,300. You betcha we'll go 53 on them. 5-3, 5-3, 53. The set you've all been waiting for. Here come the Blazes. 1,230 big pounds on these ripping heifers, boys. They got the Blazes. You're going to love them. You tell me. 7,500 on 7,000 where? On $7,000 on them now. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 65. Who did a bit of hear them? 1, 2, 3. On 63 where? On 63 3. Who did a bit of hear them? 3 did a bit of 3 and 4. On did a bit of 3 and 4 and 5. On 65 you run a second. 67 and a half. On did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 67.50. On 6,600 one time. On did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 65 6,600. On 65 66.7. On $7,800 on them now. Who did a bit of hate, did a bit of 6,800. On did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 68 where? 9 on 997. On $7,000 on them now. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of tell you what? 69.50 one time. 69 and a half. On 69 and a half. 9 and a half at a bird on 69 and a half. Have 9 and a half hear them? Have a bit of 69 and a half. 69 9 and 50. Sold them 6,900. 2B buys them 6,900. This time, Luke. 54. Uh, 54. My word, fellers, you're gonna like them. On 65, 7.5, 7. On 7,000 where? On 67 and a half. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 6,500s on. Give 7.5. On did a bit of hear them? 7.5. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 67.50. 66, 7. On 7.7. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 67. On did a bit of hear them? 7.7. Didn't have a bit of hear them? 7.7. Did a bit of 6,700. On 66, 7. On 7.7. Who did a bit of hear them? 7.7. Boys, we're way wrong here. Look at that. 1,325 big pounds on these soggy heifers, boys. These are the kind that grown to be the mama cows that wean them 850-pound steers all day long. 6,600's on, give 67. 66, 7. On 700, you're down to a bit of 66, 7, 7. Who did a bit of hear them? 7 on hear them, have a bit of 66, 7, 7, 8. On 68, 9. On 9, 9, hit him again. 69, he'll do it here. On to a bit of hear them, have a bit of 69. Now 7. On $7,000 on him now. 1. On 71, 1. Who did a bit of hear them? 1, a bit of 71, a bit of 71, a bit of 71, a bit of 7,001. Sold him 7,000. 2B buys him 7,000. 54. 54, 54, 54. On, tell me now, what do you want to give here on him? 4 times here. Here to him. Tell me now, 5,000, 2.5, 5. On 5,500. On 5,500. Where these ones are coming to you at? We're good, girls. That's good. Yep. Yep, you bet. Haven't sold them yet. I'm just waiting for the weight. 4 of them. Ange? 1,226 pounds on them, ripping heifers, boys. 6,500 on 61, 2, 3, 4 on 4, 4, 5 on 65 at a bird and pulled them 5 at a bird and 65, 5, 5 on here them 5 at a 65 at a 7.5 on 67, 50 on 65, 7.5 at a bird and 5 at a 7.5 who did a bit of 66, 7 on 7, 7 where on 67 who did a bit of here and 7, 7 who did a bit of 66, 7, 7 who did a bit of 66, 7 66, $6,700 on them now who did a bit of 66, 7, 7 who did a bit of here and 7 6,700 fellas on $6,700 on them now. Who did a bit of here in 7-7? Who did a bit of 66-7? 66, 6,700, and I sold them 6,600. Tubi buys them 6,600. Another pen will go 55. Five more of them here. Let's roll. On, tell me now, 5,000. On to the bit of 2.5, 5. Have a bit of 55, 7.5, 6,000, 2.5, 5. 6,500. On 65, 5. Who did a bit of here? 5, a bit of 3, 4. Now 5. On 65, 6 here. On 65, $6,600 on them now. Who did a bit of $5, $600? No 7. On 67.5, 7. On 68, 9. On 9, 7,000, 1, 1. Who did a bit of here? 1, a bit of 71, a bit of 1, but 1. Where? Sold them 7,000. Paul, you got them at 7,000. KYR, yeah, 57. 57.57. Make them bring 7,000 fellers. There's a fancy set of them. On $7,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 65, 7.5? Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 65, 750. On 65, 7.5. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 7.5. Half where? On 7,000 now. On 7,001. On 71, 1. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 71. You ain't gonna find them any better than this, sir. 7,100. Gotta be 1. 7,000 half. One time. On 7,000 half. 1. On 71, 150. On 71 and a half. Half. Who did a bit of here? 71 and a half. Have a bit of 71 and a half. What do we do? 7150. 7150, 7150, 7150, on 7,200 now half, on 72 and a half, on 72 and a half, at least you know how to pick them, right? On 72 and a half, you're going to have a bit of 72 and a half, who did a bit of 72 and a half, are we done? On 7250, on 72 and a half, you're going to have a bit of 72, 2 and a half, you're going to have a bit of 72, 2 and a half, sold them 7,200, 7,200, we're going to be at 7,200. Luke, 54 pen, 54, 54, 54. 3 of them, boys, a bit lighter. Now they're coming to us at 1,140 pounds on them. On, tell me where. Who did a bit of here in 10.5? Who did a bit of here in 10 and 5? A bit of 5. Who did a bit of here in 10.5? Who did a bit of here and have a bit of? Tell me where. What do you want to give here on ham? On, tell me now. On 10,000, $5,000 on them now. 52 and a half, 5. Who did a bit of 55? A bit of 5, but 7.5, 6,000, 2.5, 5, and 67.50. On 67 and a half, where? On 6,500s with me. Got to be 7.5. On 66, 7. On 7. Who did a bit of here in 7.7? Do never a bit of here and have a bit of 6,700 on them. On 6,700, you want back in? 6,700, we up there. 65, 60 or 7. On 67.7. Who did a bit of here in 7.7? Did a bit of 6,700. On 66.7. On 7.7. Do never a bit of here in 7.7? Did a bit of 6,700. 6,700. 6,700, and I sold them 6,600. 6,600. 54. 54. 54. 54. On 5 times here now. What do we give here on him? 7,000. On $7,000 on him now. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 7,7. Did a bit of 7,000. You like your cows a little bit more on the moderate side. Take a look here. 7,000. On $7,000 on him now. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 65. 750. On 65. 7.5. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 65. 67.50. On 65. Who did a bit of here? 7.5. Where? On 6,600. Then one time. On 6 here. 7. On 7.7. Who did a bit of here? 7.7. Did a bit of 67. 8. On did a bit of here? Have a bit of 8 to 9. On did a bit of 9. 9. Did a bit of 9. 9, but 9, 7. On 7,000 where? On $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 7, but 7, but 7, but 7,000. You want to be 7,000 upstairs now? 7,000. On $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody hear them? 7, but 7, but 7,000. 69, 7,000, and I sold them 6,900. 6,900. We are going to go to PSM. 60. Three of them here on $7,000 where? On $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 7, 7, did everybody $7,000 on them now. Did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 6,500, 7.5, 7 on $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 67, they on here them have a bit of 68 on 67, 68, 8. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 67, 6,800 here now. 9 on 16, 9, 9. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 69 on 8, 9. Did everybody 9, but 9, 9. Did everybody hear them? Look at these tanky heifers, boys. 6,900 on them on 16, 9, 9. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 6,900, 68, 6,900, and I sold them 6,800. Tubi buys them 6,800. 54. Oh, word fellers, let's roll. On tell me where, who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of tell me now. 7,000 on did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 7,000, 6,500 on 6,555 on 6,555. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 65, a bit of 60, 1, 2, 3 on 3, 4, 5 on 65, 7.5 on $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 7, but 7, but 7, but $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 7 where? On 6,900 one time on 16,99. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 9, but 9, 9. Did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 69, 6,900, 67.5, 900, and I sold them 67.50. To be bound at 67.50. 55, 55, 55. Let's roll, boys. On tell me here on Ham. Hunt a bit of hear them. Have a bit of 67.5. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of $5,000 on them now. 2.5, 5, 7.5, 6,000, 2.5, 5. On 65, 5. Where? On 65. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 65, 7.5, $800 on them now. 68. Your turn now. 67.5's online. Give 8. On 68, 8. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 67.5, 8. On 68, 8. Who did a bit of hear them? Have a bit of 8 and 9. On 9, did a bit of 9, but 9, 9. Did a bit of 8, 9. Did a bit of 68, 6,900, 68, 6,900, and I sold them 6,800. Luke buys at 6,800. Luke, 55, 55, 55, 55. Let's roll. On tell me now. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of tell me now. Who did everybody hear them? 7,000. On did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 6,500, 61, 2. On 2, 3, 4. On 4, 4, 5, 7.5. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 67.50. On 65, 7.5, 7.5. Hear them? Have a bit of 65. A bit of 7.5. Are we done? On 67.5, 7. On $7,000 here now. Who did everybody 67? Now 8. Give 8 then. Luke 6,800. On did everybody here to 8, 9. On 9, 9. Did everybody 9, but 9, 9. Did everybody here to 9? Have a bit of 6,900. On 68, 9, 9. Did everybody 9, but 9, 9. Did everybody 8, 9. Did everybody 8, but 9. 68, 6,900, and I sold them 6,800. Luke 6,800. This time 55, 55, 55. 5 more of them coming to you, guys. 5 more of them coming to you. Here we go. On did everybody hear them? Have a bit of tell me now. Who did everybody hear them? Have a bit of tell me now. Who did everybody hear them? 10, 5. Who did everybody hear them? 10 and 5. A bit of 15 here now. Who did everybody 7,500? On 7,500. How did everybody hear them? Have a bit of 75. A bit of $7,000 on them now. Who did everybody 6,000? 2.5, 5. On 65, 7.5. On 67.5, 7. On $7,000 on them now. 6,800. Luke. On did everybody hear them? 8, 8. Did everybody 67.5, 8, 8. Did everybody 7.5, 8. 6,800, 7.5, 8, and I sold them 67.50 up top. 67.50. What's your code this time? Need your code. Yeah. That can't be right. PPS? DPS. DPS. 58 will be your pen. 5 more of them coming to you now.
Here they are, on the bit of Tom on him, who did a bit of here 6,000, on the bit of here have a bit of 6,000, where on $6,000 on him now, 2.5, 5, who did a bit of 65, 7.5, 7, on the bit of 7,000, where on $7,000 on him now, who did a bit of here have a bit of 6,900, then one time, Skippy, on 16.99, who did a bit of here have a bit of 9, but 9, on the bit of here didn't have a bit of 69, on 9, on the bit of 9, but 9, on the bit of 16,900, here it goes, 16,900, now 7,000, now 7,000, now 7,900, but $7,000 on him now, who did a bit of here 9, but 7,900 to 7,000, and I sold him 6,900. Logan, your way, 6,900. LGL and 61. Oh, hang on tight, fellers. Here's the kind. On $7,000 where? On 6,800. On 65, 7.5. On 5, 7 and half at a bird on 65, 7 and half at a bird on 65, 750. On 5, 7 and half, you're have a bit of 65, 7 and half. On 65, 6,600. On 65, 6,600, $600 on them now. Who did a bit of 6,7? On 67, 7. Who did a bit of here 7, 7. Who did a bit of 66, 7, 7. Who did a bit of 6,700? We're way short here, fellers. 6,700. On 67, 7. Who did a bit of here have a bit of 66. 6,700, 66, 6,700, and I sold them 6,600 to be bound at 6,600. Mark them a good die. 5, 55, 55. Here they keep coming, fellers. 5 more of them good cherry red heifers. Tell me where. 5,000, 2.5, 5. On 55, 7.5, 6,000. Where? On 2.5, 5. On 65, 5. On 65. Who did a bit of here? 6,500 on them. A bit of here. 65, 3, 4, 5. On 65, 5. On here. A bit of 65. Who did a bit of here? A bit of 65. Where? On 65. Who did a bit of here? 3, but 4. On 6,400. On 4, now 5. On 65, 6 here, 7. On a bit of here 7, 8. On a bit of here, have a bit of 8 and 9. On a bit of 9, but 999. On 16, 9, a bit of 8, 9, a bit of 8, but 9. Sold them 6,800, putting together a nice pen, 6,800. We're going LGL at 6,800. 61, 61. My word, fellers, you like them with a bit more frame. Take a look here. On 7,000, where? On 7,000. Here's 3 that could have been a hell of a lot higher in the sales order. On $7,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 62, 3, 4, 5. Who did a bit of 7.5 now? On 67.50. On 65, 7.5, half. On 65, 6,600. On 65, 6,600, $600 on them now. 7. On 67, 8. On 68, 8. Gotta be 8, boys. 6,800 now. 9. On 9, a bit of here didn't have a bit of 68, 9. On 9, a bit of 9, but 9, a bit of 8, 9, a bit of 8, but 9. Sold them 6,800, 6,800. CJA, they were worth the wait at 6,800. CJA and pen 62. Five more of them good cherry red heifers, boys. On a bit of 10,000, 2.5, 5. 55, on 55, 7.5, 6,000, 2.5, 5. Who did a bit of here? A bit of 5, but 5, where? On 63, 4. On 4, 4. On 64, 4. Who did a bit of here? A bit of 64. Logan, take a look at them. 6,400. On 64, 4. On here, a bit of 64, 4. Who did a bit of here? A bit of they help your average, 6,400. 6,400. Now 5. On 65, 600. On 6,600, you're out now. Got to be 600 now. Who did a bit of 65, 6,600. On $600 on them now. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 65, 66, 7, 67. You want to be 7 now, 8. On 68, 8. On 6,800 now. Who did a bit of 7 and 8, 67, 6,800, and I sold them 6,700. To be bound at 6,700. 55, 55, 55. If she isn't the high seller, then I don't know anything. On 10,000 where? On 5,000, 2.5 high. On 55, 7.5. Last chance to buy a heifer of the red sort now. On 6,000. Oh, easy up there, fellers. On 6,000 now. On 6,000, 2.5 5. On 65, 7.5. On 67, 50. On 65, 7.5 half where? On 67.5, give 7. On $7,000 on them now. Who did it want to be 7? On $7,000 on them now. Who did it? I got 67.50 way over Lawn Deer. You got to be 7,000. How about 68? Thank you. Now 9 on 6,900. Don't scare you a bit. Now 7,000 on $7,000 on them now. 69.50. Help you on 16.5 half where? On 16.950 now. Who did it here? 9.5 9.5 here. Didn't have it. 16.5 now 7 on 7,000 half on 7,001 on 71 1. Who did it here? 71. It's just one animal now. 7,100 on 71 1. You want to be 1? 71 here now. Who did it here? 7,100 71 now 2 now 7,200 71 2 71 2. Sold them 7,100. Nice eye, nice pen. CJA 62 62. All right, guys, here we go. On tell me here, who did it here in 10.5? Who did it here in 10 and 5 where? On $6,000 on her now. Who did it here in 55? 51 2 3 4 on 54 5 on 55 5 here in 5 55 2 but 5 55 7.5 on 57 50 on 55 7.5 7.5 55 7.5 on 55 7.5 7.5 $6,000 on them now. 2.5 on 62 50 on 62.5 1 on 61 2 on 2 2 didn't have a bit of here to 1 2 didn't have a bit of 1 2 did a bit of 1 2 did a bit of 1 but 2. Sold them 61. Need a pen? 63 2B 61 63. All right. These ones in the vet's opinion are going to lay down and have you a calf just a smidge later in the year, guys. These are the April-May bred heifers in the vet's opinion, that is, all right? Oh, my word, boys, you're going to like them. I'd take a chance on them. On tell me where 7,000. On to hear them have a bit of $7,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 60? 1 2 on 2 2 2 2 didn't have a bit of 1 and 2 have a bit of 1 and 2 have a bit of 60 1 2 1 2 2 2 did a bit of 1 and 2 have a bit of 60 1 2 on 2 2 did a bit of hear them have a bit of 5,800 then 8 to 9 on 900 a bit of 8 9 a bit of 15 900 a bit of here to 900 a bit of 15 9 6,000 now on $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here to 6,001 1 1 2 2 did a bit of here to 2 bit of 2 but 2 2 3 on 6,300 but 4 on 4 4 who did a bit of here to 4 a bit of 4 now 5 on 65 5 who did a bit of 66 here on a bit of here to 7 on a bit of here to have a bit of 6,700 on 67 7 who did a bit here to have a bit of 66 7 66 7 66 700 and I sold them 6,600 to be bound 6,600 needs a pen. 64. Let's do it again. Have it a bit of 6,000 where? On $6,000 on her now. Who did a bit of here? This one's bred right along, though. We're back in them good March, April calvins. On to February 3rd calvins. On to a bit of tell me where. On to a bit of here to tell me now. What do you want to give here on her? Who did a bit of here? Whole life ahead of her. 7,500 on $7,000 on her now. She's laid down. She's done it twice, fellers. You like her. On $7,000 on her now. Who did a bit of here to 60? 1 2 3 on 3 4 5 on 65 5 5 on here to a bit of $6,500 on her now. Who did a bit of here to a bit of 65 where? On 65 750 on 65 7.5 7.5 don't have a bit of 65 60 600 on 65 60 600 $600 on them now. Who did a bit of 66 here 7 8 9 on 997 on $7,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 9 but 7 6900s with me. You got to be 7,000. I got it right here. 69 7,000 on $7,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 7 but 7 sold them 6,900 KYR 6,900 57.57. Oh go, fellers. You're going to like them fancy set of tidy cows, boys. Now we're going to that pen 43. On tell me now, what do we give here on him? On tell me now, who did a hear them have a bit of $6,000 on him now? Who did a hear them have a bit of 6,000 where? On $6,000 on him now. Who did a hear them have a bit of $6,000 on him now? Who did a hear them 2.5? Who did a hear them 2.5 now? On 62.50. On 62.5, half. On 6,000 2.5. Who did a hear them have a bit of 2.5? 2.5 here did a bit of 6,000 2.5. Who did a hear them 2.5 here did a bit of 62.50. On 62.5, half. Who did a hear them have a bit of 61? 1 bit 2. On 2. Who did a hear them 2 did a bit of 2 and 3 did a bit of 3 4 4. Who did a hear them 4 did a bit of 6,400 on them? On 6,444. Who did a hear them 4 did a bit of 6,400 here now? Who did a hear them for? 6,400. Now don't say you couldn't go to the sale and buy anything with any value. 6,400. There's some young cows, whole life ahead of them, asking way under heifer price. 64, 6,500. Luke, your turn. 4, 5, 65. I already got him. On 4, 5, 5, 5. Who did a hear them 4 and 5 did a 64, 5, 5. Here it goes. 64, 5, 6,500 and I sold him 6,400. Nice eye. 6,400 PSM. 65. Or no, he's already in 60. Sorry, 60. 60, 60, 60. Going to that 42F pen now. Yellow hip cows, guys. They're bred right along. On Tom on him. Who did a bit of here? $6,000 on him. Where? On 6,000 go. On 61. On 1. Who did a bit of here? 1 bit of 6,000. 1. Did a bit of here? 1 bit of 1. But 1. Did a bit of here? 1 bit of here? 1 bit of 5,500. 7.5. On 55. 750. On 55. 7.5. Half. On 55. A bit of 57.5. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 55. 5,600. On 55. A bit of 5,600. Here's the mamas to all them heifers that we just traded for 65 to 7,000. 5,500. On 55. A bit of 55, 7.5. On a bit of hear them have a bit of 55, a bit of 7.5. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 55, 5,600. On 55, 5,600, $600 on them now. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 55, 5,600. On 6 here 7. On 57, 7. Who did a bit of hear them 7 but 8. On 58, 9. On 9, $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 6,000 where? 59.50. Help ya. On 59.5. On 59.5 half. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 59.5 half. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 59.5. 59.50. 59.50 and I sold them 5,900 miles your way. 5,900. CJA 62. 62, 62. My word, fellers, there they are. On Tom on him. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of tell me now. What do you want to give here? Big cows, boys, just shy of that 1,600 pound mark on them. On here now. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 6,000. On did a bit of hear them have a bit of 5,800. Good tidy udders on them and all. On $5,800 on them now. Did a bit of 900. Did a bit of 900. Did a bit of 900. Did a bit of 5,900. On 900. Did a bit of 9 but 900. Did a bit of 9 here, down there. Did a bit of 9. Now 6,000 now. On $6,000 on them now. Did a bit of 9. $6,000 on them here down. Did a bit of 6,001. On 1. Did a bit of 2. Did a bit of 1 2. Did a bit of 1 2 3 3. Did a bit of 3 but 4. On 4 did a bit of hear them 4. Did a bit of hear them have a bit of 6,400. On 64 who did a bit of 4 to 5. On 65 pound did a bit of 4 pound did a bit of 4 pound did a bit of 4 pound did a bit of 64 6,500 and I sold them way upstairs. 6,400 6,400. GARS at 6,400 is the code. We're going pen 65. All right, 3 more of them, boys. On $5,800 on them now. Did a bit of 51, 2, 3, 4. On 5,400. On 54, 4. Who did a bit of hear them 4? Did a bit of 4, but 4, 4, 4. On 54, did a bit of hear them 4. Did a bit of 54, did a bit of 4, but 4, 4. Did a bit of hear them 4. Did a bit of 4 to 5. On 5,500. On 55, 57 and a half. On 57, 50 now. $6,000 on them now. 2.5, half. On 6100 then. On 61, 1. Did a bit of hear them 1. Did a bit of 1, but 1, 1. Did a bit of 6,001, 6,001, 6,001, 6,100 and I sold them 6,000, 6,000 along the wall at 6,000. DKF. DKF? You betcha. He knows the good ones. He was here last week. 66. 66, 66.
To all my friends online, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. She just has a bit of a long toe on the one side of her one back foot, but I tell you what, it ain't affecting her one bit. Good uddered cow, nice cow. Boys, she'll lay down and have you a calf. On to the where 5,000. On to the hear them $5,000 on them now. Who did the hear them 5,000, 5,000, 2.5. On 52.50. On 5,000, 2.5 half. Who did the hear them have 52.5, 50, 100. On 5,001. On 5,001. 1 to the hear them 5,001. 1 to the hear them 5,001. 5,001. 5,100 and I sold them 5,000. 5,000. CCF. 67 will be your pen, guys. 67. All right, flip your page if you haven't done so already. If you're following along, we're still in them good February, March calving cows, guys. Here's 5 good blaze face cows, good uddered cows, lots of life left in them now. On tell me now, 7,000. On here to have $7,000 on them now. Who did it 60? 1, 2, 3. On 3, 3. Do never hear them have it 58, 9. On 9, 9 here, 9 there, 9 here now. On 58 here them 9. On 59, 9, 9 have it 59, 9, 9. On 5,900. On 5,900 on them now. 6,000 on it here to have it $6,000 on them now. Who did it 9, 6,000, $6,000 on them now. Who did it 9, 6,000? Sold them 5,900. Nice eye, 5,900. We're going to that DKF pen, 66. 66, 66. My word, fellers, look at here. On tell me now, ma'am, who did it here? There's some tanky cows now. On 7,000, 6,000. On did it here? Them have it 59, 9, 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did it here? Them have it $6,000 on them now. Who did it here? Them have it 6,000 now. On chromed up and all. On $6,000 on them now. Who did it 59.50? On did it here? Them have it 59 and a half. Who did it here? Them have it 59.50. On 59 and a half. On 59 and a half. Don't have it 59 and a half. Don't have it 5,500. On did it 50. 5, who did it hear them have it 55 on 2 but 3 on 5 3 3 on 53 4 on 5 4 4 4 who did it hear them 4 4 but 5 on 55 7 and a half on 57 and a half on 55 7 and a half who did it hear them have it 57 50 on 57 and a half on 55 who did it hear them have it 55 7 and a half now 6,000 on $6,000 on them now who did it hear them have it $6,000 on them now who did it hear them have it $6,000 on them now who did it 59 one time 59 5,900, 5,900, 5,900, 5,900, and I sold them 57.50. DKF 57.50. Nice eye. You're putting together a very nice set of cows. 66.66. Whole life ahead of them on 5,000, 2.5, 5 on 5,500, on 55, 750, on 55, 7.5, half, on 55, 55, 7.5, want to be 7.5, 57, 50, 6,000, where on $6,000 on them now, who did it here? Have it 6,000 now, on $6,000 on them now, who did it here? Have it 7.5, 6,000, $6,000 on them, 8 and 9, on 999, on $5,900 on them now, 7.5, give 9, 9, 7.5, but 9, sold them 57.50, 57.50. We are going to go to DLS at 57.50. DLS at 57.50. Your guys' pen is going to be 56. 56, 56, 56. Seeing them good mature cows, boys. On to the Tom on him. Who did it hear them have it 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did it hear them have it 55, 750. On 55, 7.5, half. On 55, 57 and a half. 55, 7 and a half. Who did it hear them have it 7.5. On 57, 50. On 57 and a half. On 5,600. On 55, who did it hear them have it 55, 5,000 there. On 5,001. On $5,100 on them now. Who did it hear them 1 but 1 1 1 1. On 5,100. On 5,001.
1 1 who did it here 1 50 100 on 5,000 1 1 2 1 2 2 2 to never 1 and 2 50 1 2 2 2 on 5,200 on $5,200 on them now who did it 1 but 2 2 did 52 or we're way wrong here fellers 51 2 on 5,200 on $5,200 on them now 1 2 did 1 2 did 1 but 2 51 5,200 now 3 now 53 53 4 5,400 5,400 5,400 can't wait all day 5,400 what do we do 3 4 sold them 5,300 5,300 DKF at 5,300 very nice buy there. We're going to 66 66 4 now coming to us. Oh, big tanky cows, boys. 1,800 pounds on them. On tell me now. Who did it hear them? Have a bit of 5,000. On did it hear them? Have a bit of $4,500 on them now. Did it 45, 7.5. Give 5. 5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. Who did it hear them? Have a bit of 5, but 5 pound. Did it hear them? Have a bit of 5,000 now. On $5,000 on them now. Did it 5, but 5. 5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. Who did it hear them? Have a bit of 5, but 5 pound. Did it hear them? Have a bit of 5,000 where? On 5,000 now. On 4,900. On 49,900, he didn't have a 49, but 99 where 4,900, 47.50 on 45,750 on 47.5 on 47.5. You don't have a bit of $4,500 on them now. Who did it hear them? Had a bit of 45,750 on 45, 47.50 on 45 a bit of 47.5 where on 47.50 on 45 a bit of 47.5. Who did it? I think we're way wrong here, guys, for the quality. Here's some big cows now. They've done out the whole life of hard work on them, boys. They are the cornerstone cows that created that Moffat program. You step in and get them bought for under $57.50. I tell you what, you can brag all day at the coffee shop about that. 45's on $47.50. 45 7.5. Lots of life left in them too. On 45 $750. On 45 $4,600. On 45 $4,600 on them now. Who did it hear them? Have a bit of 45 a bit of 4,600. Here we go. Hammers up. 45 $4,600. 45 $4,600. 45 $4,600 and I sold them. Metzke's Way 4,500. They know the good ones. CCF 67 67 67. Keep them coming. On tell me where 7,000. On to the bit of hear them have a bit of 5,500. On to the bit of hear them have a bit of 55. A bit of 2.5, 3, 3. To the bit of hear them have a bit of tidy bag cows. They are 5,300. On 3, 3, 3. On 53. To the bit of hear them 3. To the bit of 53. To the bit of 3. But 3, 3. To the bit of hear them 3. To the bit of 5,300. On 3, 3, 3. On 53. To the bit of hear them 3. To the bit of 53. To the bit of 53. To the bit of 5,000. 4,800. Then on to the bit of hear them have a bit of 4,800. On $4,800 on them now. Got 4,500 for me, Mike. On to the bit of 45,500. On $5,000 on them now. To the bit of 45, 750. On to the bit of 45. A bit of 47.50 now. Who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 45, 4,600 on 45, 4,600 on 45, 4,600, 607 on $4,700 on them now. 48, 48 here now. Hey, not a bit of 9 and 4,900 on 49, 9 not a bit of them have a bit of 49, a bit of 48 and a half one time. 48.50 on 48 and a half, 48 and a half now. 5,000 where on 5,000 give 9 on 49, 9 9 a bit of here to 9 a bit of 49 a bit of 49 a bit of 9 now 5 on $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of hear them 5 a bit of 5 but 5 pound a bit of 49 5 49 500 and I sold them 4,900. Nice eye 4,900 L or WLW 4,900. We'll put you in 70. Nice Bronco face cows, boys. 5,500. 55. A bit of 500. 55 here down to a bit of 500. 55, 51. 100 here. 45. Who did a bit of 47.50? On 45, 47 and a half. A bit of 45. A bit of 7 and a half. Half. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 45. A bit of 47 and a half. 47.50. On 47 and a half. What do we do up there? 47 and a half. On 45, 47 and a half. Half. Who did a bit of $4,600 on them now? Who did a bit of 45? A bit of 4,600. 45, 4,600. 7, 8, 9, 9, 5. On 5,000. Want to do it 1. On 5,000. On $5,100 on them now. 1 2 2 2 did a bit of 1 and 2 did a bit of 1 but 2 on 52 2 did a bit of 1 2 did a bit of 1 2 did a bit of 1 but 2 sold them 5,100 5,100. We're going DKF 5,100. 66 66. 5,000 where? On 5,000, 4,800. On $4,800 on them now. 48 here. 1 2 42 3 4 5 and 45 750 on 45 47 and a half. Who did a bit here? 45 47 and a half. Who did a bit 45 4600 45 4600 45 4600 $600 here down to what? Yeah, you are. You bet. 45, 4,600, and 45, $4,600, $600 on them now, 45, 6 here, 7, and 4,700, and $4,800 on them now, 48, 8, 8 to 9, and 49, 5, and $5,000 on them now, 5, 49, 5 here down, 49 here to 5, sold them 4,900, 4,900 Metsky strike again, 4,900 CCF, 67, 67. On 5 times more here now. Who did a 5,500? On 55, $5,100 on them now. 5 here now. 51 on 5,100 on 5,001. Who did a hear them? 51 but 1 hear them. 51 48 45 7 and a half. Who did a hear them? 45 47 50 on 45 47 and a half. Who did a hear them? 45 47 50 on 47 and a half. On 45 4600 on 4607 on 47 7. Who did a hear them? 7 but 8 now. Who did a 4800 now? Who did a 7 but 8 on 4800 on $4,800 on them now. Did a 7 but 8 4800 47 4800 47 4800 48 9 on 4900 on 49 5 on $5,000 on them now. Tell you what, 4950 4950 4950 4950. One calf will print in your pay for him. 4950 on 49. I have done a 49 and a half. Who did a hear them? Have a 49 and a half. 4950 4950. Sold them way upstairs. 4900 4900. Need a code at 4900. BNL at 4900. 71. On 5,000, have a 4,500. On 42 and a half, who did a hear them? Have a 42 and a half, 42 and a half, who did a hear them? Have a 4250. On 42 and a half, 42 and a half, who did a hear them? Have a 4,100. On 41 2, on 41 2, did a 1 2, did a 1 2, did a 4,200. On 4,200, on 42 2, did a hear them? 42, 42, 2, but 2, on 4,200, on $4,200 on them now, 42, 2, but 2, you want them too? 4,200, on $4,200 on them now, 42, 2, but 2, 42, 3, on 433, on $4,300 on them now, 42, 43 here down, who did 2, 3, 42, 3, 42, 3, 42, 4,300 and I sold them 4,200. Keep the gate open, 4,200. 71, 71. They still got a few calves left in them, fellers. 5,500 on 55, 45, 41 2 on 42 3 on 43 3, 2 43 3, but 3 on 4,300 on $4,300 on them now. Pretty good bag cows for their age too. 4,300 on 43 3, 43 4,001 on 4,100 and 41 but 41 where on 41 41 35 36 here. On 37 here, on 37 7, who did hear them have a bit of 37 30 994 4,000 here down, who did hear them have a bit of 4,000 2 and a half, on 42 50, on 41 2, on 42 2, did a 1 2, did a 1 2, did a 1 2, did a 41 2, 4,200 41 4,200 and I sold them 4,100 4,100. CC upside down F at 4,100. 67. To all you guys up in the stands, you take a good look here. Here's two cows that could have been a lot earlier in the sale order. They're tidy, young, little cows, all right? Don't be fooled by where they showed up. On tell me where, 6,000 now. On $6,000 on them now. Who did a hear them have a 4,500, 47.50. On a 45, 47 and a half. Give 5. On $5,000 on them now. 500, here to hate them 9. On hear them 49. On 49, 9 here to 9.5. On 5,000, 2.5. On 5,500. On 5,500 hear them 55, 54, on 4, not 5, on 55, on 5, 6 here, on $5,600 on them now, 55, 56 here, 6 here now, who did 7, on 57, 8, on $5,800 on them now, 8 here, are you sure? 5,800, on hear them, have a hate, 57, 5,800, 7 and 8, 57 and 8, sold them 5,700, 2B buys them 5,700, this time, need a pen? 72. 72, 72. Tell me where, hear them have a tell on her, hear them have a tell me now, who did hear them have a 10, 4,500, on 4,500, on 4,100, on $4,100 on them now, 41 here, done 35 at a beard on 7.5 at a beard on 35, 37.50, on 35, 7.50, on 37 and a half, get 4, on 4,000, 2.5, who did hear them 42 and a half, half, who did 4,500, on 45, 43 then, on 43, 3, who did hear them 3, 40 but 3, on 4,300, on $4,300 on them now, 3, now 4, on 44, 5, on 45, 5, who did hear them 5, 46 here, on $4,600 on 7, on 47, 8, on $4,800 on them now, 48, 9, on 4,900, on 48, 9, 8 to 900, and I sold them 4,800 LGL. We're going 61, 61. Nice buckskin cows, boys. On telling him 10,005. On 4,500. On 45, 47 and a half. Who did hear him have it? 41, 2. On 41, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 41, 2, 2, 2. On 4,200. On $4,200 on him now. 42, 2, 1, 2, 41, 2. On 2 and 3. On 43, where? On 43, 3. Wanna be 3. I see you looking up there. 43. What do you want to do? 43. On 42, 3. On 43, 3. Pretty good cows for the money. 4,300, 42, 3, 4,300, on 43, 3, who did it here, and 2, and 3, 43, 42, 3, 4,300, 42, 4,300, and I sold them 4,200. Nice buy, 4,200, PSM, 4,200. 60? 60, 60. I bet you all got her marked 45, on 45 at a beard on 41, on 41, 35, 37 and a half, give that 4,000 where, on $4,000 on her now, who did it hear him 42 and a half, who did it hear him have it 42, 50, on 4,000 2 and a half, on 4,000 42 and a half, who did it hear him have it 42 and a half, 4,000 42, 50, on 42 and a half, on 4,100, on 41, 1, who did it hear him 1, but 2, 2, did it 2, 2, 3, 3, did it 43, 4, and 4, 5, on 45, $4,600 on him now, 47 here down, 47 here now, 6 and 7 on 47, on 46, $4,700 on them now. Who did hear them have it at 46.7? Sold them up in the stands, 4,600. Nice eye, 4,600. CCF 6-7. On time of her here, handed a bit of him 5,000, 4,500, on 45, a bit of 4,100, on 41, a bit of 41, 1, a bit of him, a bit of 41, a bit of 35, who did a bit of here, 35, a bit of 37 and a half, get 4, on 4,000 now, on $4,000 on him now, who did a bit of hear him, a bit of 4, but 4, 4, 4, on $4,000 on him now, who did a bit of hear him, a bit of 4, but 4, 4, did a bit of hear him, a bit of 4, but 4, 4, did you do it now, 42, 50, on 42 and a half, who did a bit of 42 and a half, who did a bit of 42 and a half, but 1, but 2, on 4, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, did a bit of 4, 3, did a bit of 43 here down, did a bit of 2, but 3, and 4,300, on 42 with a beard and 3, and a beard and 43, 4, and 44, 4, and 44, 4, Vern, you want to be 4, 44, 44, 44, 4,400, and I sold them 4,300, DKF 4,300. You bet. 66, 66, 66. That concludes it for the Moffat Dispersal, guys. Thank you very much for bringing them to town. Let's switch in gears, guys. We're going to work for the Laurier cattle out of Swan River. All right, all these cows are bred black Simmental. The bulls went out on June the 15th. That's a mid-March calving date. They called their herd every year. All these will be their 5th calvers and under. Is that what I understand? All right. All right, guys, real reputable set of black cattle out of that north country, guys. Here's a set of cows. You take them home, you put them to work for you, and they will flourish in all the environments possible. All right? Black Simmental cows, good cows. Now here's a tidy set of cows to start it off. On Tom on him, who did it here? Don't tell me where. What do we give here on him? 10,000 where? On $5,000 on him now. Who did it here? Have a bit of 51 2. On 222. On $5,200 on him now. 2 2 3 here down 2 and 3 and 3 and 3 now. 5 and 3 now. Here and 3 on 5,300. On 2 and 3 53 here and 2 and 3 now. 53 2 but 3 on 5 3 where? On 53 here and 3 53 53 here them have it 5,300 on 5,300 on 53 3 who did it here and 3 53 how are we done on 53 4 on 5 4 5 on 55 55 but 5 where on 55 but 5 but 55 54 5500 54 5500 and I sold them way upstairs 5400 K-bar 5400 K-bar yep 106. Staying in them fellers, 55, on 55, but a bird 54, on the hear them, phone, hear them, phone, 54, 51, 2, on 2, 3, 4, on 5400, on 54, hear them, phone, 54, but 4, but 4, 4, 4, on hear them, phone, 54, 5, on 55, but 5, but 5, on hear them, 55, but 4, but 5, on 5500, on 55, 600, on 56, 700, hear them, 7, 7, 56, 7, 7, 56, 7, 56, 7, 56, 5700, and I. Sold them 5,600 way upstairs, 5,600, same way, keep that gate open. Same way, keep the gate open. Staying in them boys, on 5,000, 2.5, 5, on 55, 57, 50, on 57 and a half, on 57 and a half, who did a bit of 7 and a half, 6,000, on the hear them have a bit of $6,000 on them now, who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 7 and a half, $6,000 on them now, did a bit of 7 and a half, 6, on 6,000 where, on $6,000 on them now, who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 7 and a half, $6,000 on them now, who did a bit of 7 and a half, 6,000 and I sold them 57.50 upstairs, 57 and a half. We're going same way, 57.50. Stay at the gate, K-bar, 106. Four more coming to you now. On the Tom on him, who did a hero have a Tommy now, 5,500, on 55 where, on 55, 500 here, 5 there, hear them have a bird, 55, on 55, 7 and a half, on 55, 57 and have a bird, 55, 7 and a half, who did a hear them have a 55, 5,600, on 55, $600 on them now, who did a hear them have a 55, 5,600, 600 here now, who did a hear them have a 55, 5,600, 55, 5,600, 55, 5,600, and I. Sold them 5,500, same way, 5,500. Let's do it again. There's a set of cows, boys. You're gonna like them. Look at the tops in them cows. 5,500 on 55, 7 and a half on 55, 600 on 55, 5 here, 5 there, here them 5 on 5,500 on 55, 55, 5,000, 2 and a half. Who did it here? 2 and a half, 52 and a half on 5,000, 2 and a half, half on 51. Where on 5,000, 1. Who did it here? 51, 1, but 1, 5,000, 1, 5,000, 1, 5,000, 1. Now 2 on 5, 2, 3 on 5, 3, 4 on 5, 4, 5 on 5,600 now 7 on 7, 7. Who did it here? 7, 7, 7, 8, 58, 9 on 9, 9 here, 9 here, 9 9 9 5,800 way upstairs at 5,800, same way, 5,800. Same way. Staying in them, boys. 5,500 on 5,000. Where? $5,000 on them now. 2.5. Who did a bit of 52.5? Half. Who did a bit of here and 2.5? Who did a bit of 52 and 50 on 52.5 on 5,000. 2.5. Half. Who did a bit of here and 2.5? You want to be 2.5? 52.5. Who did a bit of here and have a bit of 52.5? No 5 on 5. 750 on 57.5. 6 on $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here and 7.5? $6,000 on them now. Did a bit of 7.5 here and 6. Sold them 57.50. 57.5. COR, pen 73. 73. Oh, let's do it again. On 5,500, 5,000, 2.5. Who did a bit of 55? Who did a bit of here and 5. There's this fancy set of little black cows, boys. 5,500 to buy them. On 5,500. On 5,500. Who did a bit of 5 here, 5 there. Who did a bit of 5 55. On 2, 3. On 53. Who did a bit of here and 3. 53. We're way wrong here. 5,300. On 5, 3. Where? On 53. Here and 3 and 4. On 54. Who did a bit of 4, 5? Who did a bit of 55? Who did a bit of here and have a bit of 5,500. 56 here. On 56 here. 7. On 5, 7. Did a bit of here and 7. Did a bit of 57. Who did a bit of here and 7. 7. 800. Did a bit of 5,800. On 7 but 8. On $5,800 on them. How did a bit of 58 here. 7 on here. No hang. Did a bit of 57. Hey. Didn't have a bit of 7 and 8. Sold them 5,700. DLMS number 1. 5,700. Thanks for joining us, Damon. Nice set of cows at 5,700. We're going to put you in pen 74. That'll be your pen here today. Let's do it again. On 5,500. On here and 55. 51, 2. On 2, 3, 4. On 54. Where? On 54. 4. Who did a bit of here and 4? 54. 4. But 4. 4. Did a bit of here and 4. 54. Where? On 5400. On 54. 4. 4. There's a set of cows that got nothing but youth laughing at you. 54. 5. On 55. 5. Who did a bit of here and 5? 56 here. On 55. 5,600. 600. We're out of line. 5,600. On 55. $5,600 on them now. Who did a bit of here and have a bit of 55? 5,600. 55. $5,600 and I sold them way upstairs. 5,500. Nice buy. K-Bar strikes again at 5,500. 106. Let's roll 10,000 on 5. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 45, a bit of 45, a bit of 41, a bit of 41, 2, 3, 4 on 44, 5 on 45, 5. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 45, a bit of 45, a bit of 4,500 on 45. Where? On 45, 5. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 45, a bit of 45, a bit of 4,500 on her. Have a bit of 45 now on 45, a bit of 45 for the value. It's a pretty good buy. 45, 750 on 45, a bit of 47 and a half. Who did a bit of here? Have a bit of 45, a bit of 46 here. 45, 4,600 now 7 on 4700 now 8 100 a bit of 48 9 100 a bit of 4900 now 5,000 5,001 on 5111 who did a bit of here 1 a bit of 512 on 52 2 did a bit of 1 2 did a bit of 1 2 did a bit of 1 but 2 sold them 5,100 need a code guys at 5,100 ECL 5,100 75 will be your pen. Back in it already. Tell me where 5,000. 100 a bit of here 5. Who did a bit of here 45? 7.5. Who did a bit of here 45? A bit of 47.5. Who did a bit of 45? A bit of 47.50. On 47.5. Get 5. On $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here 5? A bit of 5. Bid 5. A bit of here 5. A bit of 5,000. Where? On $5,000 on her now. A bit of 4,900. One time, real quick. 4,900. On 4,900. A bit of here 9. A bit of 49. 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 A bit of 40. Good 999. Sold them 47.50. Your way, Miles. 47.50. TYV. We'll go 12. 12. Pen 12. All right, pair of black blaze face cows, boys. You're gonna like them. On tell me where 5,000. On to hear them 5. Who did hear them 5? 52 and a half. 5, 7 and a half. Who did hear them 57 and a half. 57.50 on 57 and a half. Young cows, whole life ahead of them. They got that blaze face to boot. On 57 and a half. On 57 and a half. Half. On 57 and a half. 55. 56 here. On 56 here. On 56 7. On 7. Who did hear them 7 57 here now. Who did 7 here now. Hey. On 58 here. Don't hang down a bird. 50 hang down a bird. 7 and hey. 50 hey. Down to the hear them. Have a bit of 50 hey. 7 and hey. 5800 and I sold them 5700. DLMS bound 5700. Trit Heart strike again. Throw them into 74. I want everybody to take a look at these ones that got in the ring. Here's a young set of cows with blaze faces and a whole life ahead of them. You like them. 6,000. 2.5. On $6,000 on a pound. On a bit of 4,500. On a bit of 47.5. Give 5. On 5,000 where? On 5,000. 2.5. Who did a bit of here to 5? A bit of 55. A bit of 5. 5 pound. Dollar return. 5,500. On 5. Who did a bit here to 5? 7.5. Who did a bit of 57.5? 6,000 where? On 6,000. 2.5. 5. Who did a bit here to 5? On a bit of 63 then. On 63. Who did a bit here to have a bit of 3? Did a bit of 3. Did a bit of 6,300. 6,300 and I sold them 62.5. K-Bar strikes them 62 and 50. Nice eye. Good bind there. 106. Tell me now, who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 10 and 5? Who did a bit of baldy cows? Just a little short on the ears, fellers, but I tell you what, as long as your alarm clock doesn't hit snooze, it shouldn't happen to the babies inside of them. 5,500. I can't guarantee you anything. I can just tell you what maybe not to do. 5,500. On 55, a bit of 1, 1, 2, 2, did a bit of 1, 2, did a bit of 51, 2, where 51, 2, on 52, 2, 3, on 5, 3, 4, on 5, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, who did a bit of $5,600 on them now? Who did a bit of 57 here now? 7 by 7 by day, on 5,809, on 5, 9, did a bit of 9 by 9, 9, did a bit of 9 by 9, 9, did a bit of 5,900, 58, 5,900, 58, $5,900 here down to a bit of 8 to 900 and I sold them 5,800 along the wall, 5,800 TYV, right? 12. All right, and then fancy broccoli face cows now. On to him, who did a bit of here to have a bit of 5,000. On to a bit of 2.5. Who did a bit of 5,000, 2.5 half where? On 52.50. On 52.5 half. Who did a bit of here to 2.5? Who did a bit of 5,000, 2.5. Who did a bit of 52.5 5? Who did a bit of 55? On a bit of 2.5 5. On a bit of 55 where? On 57.50. On $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here to have a bit of 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of $6,000 here now? Who did a bit of here to have a bit of $6,000 on them now? Did a bit of tell you what, Damon, 5,900 one time real quick. 5,900. On 59, 9 here, 9 there, 9 59 here, no 7 and a half at a beard, 9, 5,900 and I sold them 57.50 up top, 57.50. K bars 106. Tell you what, on Tom on Ham, who did a bit of hear him, have a bit of tell me where 5,000, on a bit of hear him, pound, a bit of pound, but pound, a bit of hear him, pound, a bit of 5,000 where on $5,000 on him now, who did a bit of hear him, pound, a bit of pound, but pound, a bit of hear him, pound, a bit of 5,000, 4,500 on 45, a bit of 500, a bit of hear him, 45, a bit of $4,500 on him now, a bit of 4,500, 4,000. 4,500, 42 and a half, on 42 and a half at a beard on 42 and a half, on 42 and a half, who did a bit of hear them 4,000, 42 and a half, are we done? 42 and a half, 5, on 4,500, on 45, 7 and a half, on 47.50, do it again, on 47 and a half, give 5, on 5,000, 2 and a half, on 52 and a half, who did a bit of hear them 2 and a half, 5, on 5,500, on 55, a bit of 5, 54 real quick one time, 5,400, 54, 4, who did a bit of hear them, a bit of 54, a bit of 54, sold them 52 and 50, 52 and 50. ENC, but what is ECL? 75. young black-eyed ones, fellers. On tell me where on them. Take a look here. Whole life ahead of them. 6,000. On $6,000 on them now. 58, 9, 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Here 6,000 here down. $6,000 on them now. 6,000 2 and a half. On 6,001. On 6,001 1. Here them 1 $1 1 and 61 61 1 1. Here them 61. On 6,001 1. Pretty good young cows, boys, for the money. On 6,001 1. Hammers up. Here I go. 6,001 6,001 6,100 and I sold them 6,000 K bars. 6,000. They know the good ones. Put them in 106. 106. 106. Oh, my word, boys. On 55, 45, 45, 7 and a half, give 5. On 5,000, where? On $5,000 on them now. Out she goes, let her go. 5,000. On 5,000, 2 and a half. On 52, here down to 5,000, here down to have here 51. On 51, 1, 1, here to 1, 5,000, 1, 5,100, and I sold them 5,000, 5,000. We're going to 12. 12, pen 12. All right, buckskin cows, fellers, good old tan cows now. On to him, who did 55, who did 55, 55, 4,500, 7 and a half, who did 45, 47, 50. On 47, 50. On 45, 47 and a half, who did 45, 4,600, 45, 4,600. On $4,600 on them now, who did 45, 4,600, 600 here now, who did 4,002 high. On 45 here, 46, 7. On 47, 7, who did 7. 47 here now. Hey, on 40, hey, Damon, your turn now. Who did 40? Hey, 9, 49, 5. On $5,000 on them now. Who did here to have a bit of 5, 5, 2 and a half. Who did 52 and a half, half where? On 52 and a half, 5. On 55, 5. Who did here to 55, 5. Damon, they're darn good cows. Give 5,500 on them. On 5, 5. Here to 54, real quick. 5, 4. On 54, 4. Who did 4? Top 5. On 5, 5. 55, 5. Who did 5,600? On 5, 5. 56 here now. Who did 55, $600 on them now. Who did 55, 5,600, 5,600 Zerbers. What do we do? 5,600, 55, 5,600, and I sold them 5,500, 5,500. COR at 5,500. COR 73, 73. Could you go get me a coffee? I'll tell you what, here's some tan baldy cows now. On $5,500 on them now. 45, 41, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who did 47 and a half? Give 5. On 5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. Here's the daughters of the cows we just sold. 5,000, young end here. 5,000, 2 and a half. On 52 and a half, half. Who did here? 2 and a half. Here done 5, 5. Who did 55, 5, 7 and a half. Who did 57 and a half? Naomi hit him again. On 57, 50. On 57 and a half, half where? On 57 and a half, 6. On $6,000 on them now. Who did here? 5,900 one time, real quick. 59 on 900, 900, 900, here 1500, 99 where? Sold them 57.50 Zerbas, M&N Zerba, Fork River, Manitoba at 57.50. Nice eye, nice set of cows. We'll put you in 107. Yeah, 2 Zerba. On telling her 5,500, 5,000, on here $4,500 on them, 42 and a half at 5, on 4,500, here 45, 4,500 on them, 45, 4,500, on 45, 4,500, here 45 where? On 4,500, on 4,500, here 45, 4,000 where? On $4,000 on them, here 4, 3,800, good 9. On 3,900, 900, here, 9 there, 39 here, 39, 3,900, 3,900, 3,000, set them in then, 3,001. On 3,001, 1, here, 1, 3,000 here, down, 31, 28, 25, 750. On 25, 27 and a half, 25, 27 and a half, who did here, 25, 7 and a half, give 3. On 3,000 where? On $3,000 on them now, who did here, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 250 on 32 and a half. Who did a bit of 32 and a half? Who did a bit of 32 and a half? Who did a bit of 3,002 and a half? 3,002 and a half. Now 5 and 3,500 on 3,500. A bit of here and 5 a bit of 35 a bit of 5 but 500 a bit of 3750 on 37 and a half. Believe it would 3750 on 37 and a half. Who did a bit of here and have a bit of 37 and a half? 36.7 and 37.7 did a bit of 37 36.7 36.7 36.7 sold them 3,600 3,600. Yeah. 75 75. On time on her, 5,000, on to 4,500, young kind 4,500, on 45, 45, $4,000 on them now, 4,000, you're down to 35, 3,500, 35. 37.50 on 35 7.5 on 35 37.5. Good tidy cow, fellers. Nice little udder on her. Got a whole life ahead of her. 35 7.50 on 35 37.5 a bird on 35 a bit of 3,600 on 35 3,600 35 3,600 on 35 36.7 on 3,700 on 37.7. Who did a bit of here on 7 but 7 but 7 but 7 but 7 but 7 but 7 7. Who did a bit of here on have a bit of 3,700 and I now 8 now 3,800 3,800 now 9 3,900 3,900 Zerbas, 39. On 39 out of Birdom, how about a bit of 39? On 39 out of Birdom, 39.9. Who did a bit of here to 9 a bit of 38.9? Sold them 3,800, 3,800 up in the stands at 3,800. ECL, 3,800. Thank you. Let's do it again. A young one, whole life ahead of her, boy. She hadn't had more than 2 calves for you. On 5,000 where? On $5,000 on her now. Who did a bit of here to pot, a bit of 5 pound, a bit of 5 pound, a bit of 5 here, pound there, a bit of 35, 3,500. On 35 at a bird on 5 at a bird on 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 35 at a bird on 7.5. Who did a bit of here to 35, 37.50 to 4,000 where? On 4,000, 2.5. On 4,000, 2.5, half. On 42.5 at a bird on 5 and 45, 5. Who did a bit of here to 5 at a bit of 45, a bit of 42.5. Get 5 on 45 where? On 45 7.5 on 47.5. Cody hit him again. Have a bit of 47.5 half on 45 47.5. Hit him 45 a bit of 47.5. Sold him 4,500. Zerbas by 4,500. That's DLMS number 2 at 4,500. 107 107. On 10,005, on 55, a bit of 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 55, a bit of 7.5. Who did a bit of him have a bit of 55? Who did a bit of 45, 47.50 on 45, 47.5. Same deal applies for her. No more than 2 or 3 calves out of her. On 45, 47.50 on 45, a bit of 47.5. Who did a bit of him have a bit of 7.5? Get 5 on 5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of him have a bit of 5 pound, a bit of him had a bit of 5, a bit of 5, a bit of 5, a bit of 5, a bit of 5,000 now. On 5,000, 2.5 on a bit of 52. Half, on a bit of 52 and a half, who did a bit of here, have a bit of 52.50 on 5,000, 2.5, who did a bit of here, 2.5, who did a bit of here, 52.5. No, oh, you're not bidding. All right, 52.5, 5 on 55, who did a bit of here, have a bit of 55, a bit of 55, a bit of 2.5, 5, 52 and 50. Zerbas Fork River bound at 52.5. 107, 107. Into them good red cows now. That's DLMS number 2. Nice set of cows in that pen. Here's the red cows now. On 4,500. On 47.5. Give 5. On $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here to pot? A bit of 5 pound. A bit of here to pot. A bit of 5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here to pot? A bit of 5 pound. A bit of here to pot. A bit of 5 pound. A bit of 4,500. On 45. A bit of 41 where? On 41 2. On 41 2 2. Did a bit of 1 2. Did a bit of 1 2. Did a bit of 1 2. Did a bit of 42 2. Didn't have a bit of 1 2. 4,200. On 42 3. On 43 3. Where you got it? On a bit of 43 now. On a bit of 3 3 here. On a bit of here. Have a bit of 2 but 3 and 4. And 44 now. I'm 44 4 miles. Your folks are out. 44. You got to be 4. Who did a bit of here? On a bit of 44. A bit of 44. A bit of 44. A bit of 44. A bit of 43s with me. Give 4. Give 5. And 4,500. On 45 750. On 45 47 and half. On 47 and a half. Damon hit him again. On 47.50. On now 5,000 where? On 5,000 2.5. On 52 and a half. Who did a bit of here? 2.5. 2.5. Did a bit of 5,001. Help you. 5,100. 5,100. 5,100, 5,100, and I sold them 5,000, 5,000, ECL, 5,000. 75, 75. Beauties.
Take a look at what we got in the ring here. Here's a young set of cows. No more than 2 or 3 calves out of them. Should trade well north of 6,500. You let them go. 5,500. On 5,500. 51, 2, 3, 3. On 5,000. Where? On $5,000 on them now. Who did it hear them? Have it $4,500 on them now. 47.5. Give 5. On 5,000 now. On $5,000 on them now. Who did it hear them? 5,000. Hear them? 5,000. Where? On 5,000. 2.5. Who did it hear them? 2.5. 5. Who did it 750? On 57.5. On 55. 57.5. Who did it hear them? Have it 57.5. Who did it hear them? Have it 55. 57.50. On 55. 5,600. One time. On 56.7. On 57.7. Who did it hear them? 7.7. 57 here. How 8. On 58. Hear them 9. On 59. Where? On 59. 9. No Damon. Hit him again. Have it 59. They'd be worth the drive all the way from Hillbury. Hit him again. 59. On 5900. On 59. 9. Have it here to 9. 59. 8 to 9. Who did it hear to 9? 15. 8 but 9. 5,900. 5,900 and I sold them 5,800. Miles Mason at 5,800. SDU. $108. $5,500. On 55. 45. 47.5. Who did it? Young set of cows again. 4,500. On 45. 45. 47.5. Who did it hear them? 5,000. Where? On 5,000 now. On $5,000 on them now. Who did it hear them? Have it $5,000 on them now. 2.5. Who did it 52.5? Bid 5. On 500. Hear them? 5. 7.5. Who did it hear them? Have it 55. 57.50. On 55. 57.5. Half. Want to be 7.5. 57.50. On 55. 7.5. 6,000. Where? On 6,000 now. On $6,000 on them now. Who did it hear them? Have it $6,000 on them now. $6,000 on them now. Who did it 7.5? 6. Sold them 57.50. Miles his way 57.50. SDU. We're going to 108. 108. Single cow. On tell me where 5,000. On to hear them have it 2.5. Who did it hear them have it 52.5. At 5. On 500. 5 miles want her 2. On to hear them have it 55. Pretty good cow. 5,500. On 5,500. 500. 5 here 5 there. Hear them have it 55. On 55 where? On 55. 5 pretty good cow. Lots of stretch to her. Good tidy uddered. Good foot. She'll last you a lifetime. 5,500. On 5,500. Hear them have it 55. $5,000 on them now. Who did it 5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. Who did it hear them? Hear them have it $5,000 on her now. 8 to 9 on 4,900. On 49 9 5,001. On 5 here down. 1 here down. 51. On hear them 1 5 and 1 5 and 1 51 1. Who did it hear them? Have it 5,001. Sold them 5,000. 5,000. Mark her the buy of the day at 5,000. We're going Zerbers at Fork River. DLMS number 2. 107 107. Stadium Impellers, 5,000. On 52.5. Who did it 51? 100 45. 100 45. 47.5. Who did it hear them? Have it 45. 47.50. On 45. 47.5. On 47.5. Who did it hear them? Have it 45. 47.5. 45. 4,600. On 45. 4,600. 45. 4,600. $600 on them now. Who did it hear them? Have it 45. 46 here. 7. On 4,700. On 46. 47. 7. Who did it hear them? Have it $4,700 on them now. 47 here down. 4,700. 46. 4,700, 46, $4,700 an eye. Sold them 4,600, 4,600. We're going Cody Wilcox at 4,600. Good eye, Cody. DLMS number 3. We'll put him in 13. 13. Oh, boys, look at here. I'm telling you where 5,000. On to hear them. A young one, whole life ahead of her, boys. 5,000. On $5,000 on her now. Who did it 42, 3, 4, 5. Who did it 45, 45, 45, where? I'm 4,500. I'm 4,500. Hear them 45, 45, 4,500. Now 7.5. I'm 45, 47.50. I'm 45, 47.5. Who did it hear them 45, 7.5. Get 5. On $5,000 on her now. 2.5. 500.
bit of 5,500. On 55 pound, a bit of here to 5 pound, a bit of 5 pound, a bit of 5 here, 5 here, a bit of here to 5. Whole life ahead of her at 55. Hit him again on 5,500. On a bit of here to 5, a bit of 5, who did a bit of here to 5, a bit of 2.5. Real quick, one time on 52.5, 52.5, 52.5, 5,000, 2.5, half. Now 5. Now 5,500. 5,500. Now 5,500. Want to be 5,500? 53. 53.4. Now that 5. Back at it. 55. One time. Real quick. 55. 6 here. I'm 55. 5,600. Sold them. 5,500. 5,500. ECL. 75. 75. 75. All right. We're coming to you out of that pen 27F now, guys. We're into them later calving cows. Gonna have their baby just a touch later in the spring. End of April, May. All right. And April, May, in the vet's opinion now. On Tumlingham, who did a bit of here, have a bit of tell me where, 5,000, on to a bit of 4,500, on to a bit of 4,500. Turn them out to grass and let them do all the work themselves. On $4,500 on them now, on a bit of 45 here, have a bit of 45, on a bit of 45, 7.5, on 45, a bit of 47.5, half, who did a bit of here, have a bit of 47.5, a bit of 45, 47.50, on 45, a bit of 47 half, on 45, a bit of 47.5, half, who did a bit of 4,600, on 7.5, 5, on $5,000 on them now, who did a bit of here, have a bit of 5, pound, a bit of here, a bit of 5, where on 5,000 now, on $5,000 on them now, who did a bit of here, a bit of 5 pound, a bit of here, have a bit of 5,000 where on $5,000 on them now, a bit of 4,900 one time, real quick, 4,900 on 4,900, a bit of 900, a bit of 900, a bit of 49 here, have a bit of 49, 49, a bit of 49, 47.50, DLMS number 4 at 47.50, 109. On tell me now, on a bit of here, have a bit of tell me where, 5,000, on a bit of here, have a bit of 45, a bit of 41.2, on 41.2, on 42.2, did a bit of 1, 2, did a bit of 42.5, 5, who did a bit of 45, a bit of 47.5, who did a bit of here, 5, 5,000 where, on $5,000 on them now, who did a bit of here, have a bit of 5, 5, did a bit of here, have a bit of 5,000 now, on $5,000 on them now, who did a bit of here, have a bit of 5, 5, who did a bit of here, 5, 52.50, on 52.5, who did a bit of 5,000, 52.5, half, on 52.5 here, how, who did a bit of here to 2.5, who did a bit of 52.5, who did a bit of 52.5, 52.50, 52.50, and I sold them 5,000 miles your way, 5,000. Who got them? ECL. ECL 5,000, 7,500, 75, 75. There's a fancy set of cows, boys. You're going to like them. 5,500. I'm 5,500. A bit of 500. A bit of 5 here, 5 there. A bit of here, 5 a bit 55. 5,500. I'm 55 at a bird and 5. Who did a bit of here to 5, a bit of 55, a bit of 55, a bit of 55, a bit of 5, but 5 pound, a bit of here to 5, a bit of 52.5. Who did a bit of 5,000 where? I'm 49, give 5. On $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here to 5 pound, a bit of 5 pound, a bit of 5 here, 5 there, a bit of here, but 5. 5,000 now. On $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of way better cows for the money, gentlemen? 5,000. On, ladies and gentlemen, let's roll. 5,000, 2.5. On a bit of here to 2.5. Who did a bit of here to have a bit of 52.5. 5,001. On 5,001, 1 did a bit of 5,001 here down. A bit of 1 here, down to a bit of 51, a bit of 5,001 on 5,001, 1 a bit of 5 1 here, have a bit of 5 1 5 1 5,000 here now 1 sold them 5,000 5,000 goodbye in there, Damon. 5,000. We're going Hillbury, Manitoba. DLMS number 1. We're going 74 on them. 74. On Tony now, who did a bit of here, have a bit of a tidy little ranch cow. All my ranchers now on $5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here, have a bit of 45, 47.5. Who did a bit of here, have a bit of 45, a bit of 47, 50, 45, 46 here. On 45, 4,600. On 45, $4,600 on them now. Who did a bit of here, 45, a bit of 4,600, $600 on them now. Who did a bit of here, have a bit of 45, a bit of 46 here. On 4,600. On 45, 4,600, $600 on them now. Who did a bit of here, have a bit of 45, a bit of 4,600. Are we done? On $4,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 41, 2. On 42, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4200. On 42, where? On 42, 2, 2, 35, 31, 32. On 32, what about a young kind boys? Whole life ahead of her. 32, 3. On 33, here and 3, 3, 33, 3, 3, 4, 5. On 3500, on 35, 5, 37, 50 now. Who did it hear them have it 35, 37, 50. Cody hit him again. On 37 and a half. On 37 and a half, half. Who did it hear them have it 37, $3,800 on them to 9. On 39, 9, where? On 39, 9, 39, hear them 4. On $4,000 on them, pound, 4, hear them 4, hear them 4, Cody, one more time, 4,000. On $4,000 on them now. Who did it hear them 4, hear them 4, 39, $4,000 on her now, 39, hear them 4. Sold her, 3,900 ECL, 3,975, 75. On tell me now, what do we give her 5,000 on 4,000 where? On $4,000 on her now, 4, hear them 4,000 where? On $4,000 on her now, 3,500 on 35 here done 31 on 31 2 on 32 2 whatever done 1 and 2 now 32 whatever done 1 and 2 3 4 who did it here done 3,400 and 3,400 and 34 4 5 5 35 whatever done 36 here 6 here 6 here now who did it $3,700 on them now 37 37 38 38 9 and 39 4 on $4,000 on them now 4 here down here bid 4 on $4,000 on them now 4 here down here done 4 now 1 before 1 and 41 where and 41 1 1 at them have 41 at them 41 at them 41 4,001 4,001 sold them 4,000 ECL 4,075 75 another one here 3,500 on 35 let's do it again boys all in line let's roll 35 on 35 at a bird on 35 $600 on them now who did it hear them have 35 31 2 a 31 2 and 32 2 2 never here done 2 never 31 1 and 2 never 32 31 31 1 who did it hear them have 25 2600 on 25 $600 on them now who did it hear them have 25 who did it 26 here on 2600 Cody where are you 2600 on $2,600 on them now who did it hear them have $2,500 on them now who did it hear them have 2500 she weighs 1480 2001 on $2,100 on her now who did it hear them have 2121 1 did it hear them have 2100 to 2 on 222 on 2122 $100 on her now 2122 21 2 now 3 2300 2300 2300 24 5 2500 2600 7 2700 27 Cody 2700 2700 $2,700 on her now 2600 real quick 2600 25 2600 sold her 2500 ECL 2500 75 75. All right, later calving cows, boys, whole life ahead of them, good young cows, blaze face cows. You're going to like them. 3,500, 3,000, 2.5, 5, 3,500, on 35, at a bird, 35, 5, who did it here to 35, 35, where? On 35, 35, 3,000, 2.5, 5, who did it 35, 3,500, on 35, 3750, on 37.5, who did it here to have $4,000 on her now, who did it here to 4,000, where? On $4,000 on them now, 4,000, 2.5, who did it 42.5, I got 4,000 on DLMS. You got to be 42.50, 42.5. Now 5 on 45. On 45, 47.5 on 47.5. Who did it 47.5? Get 5 on $5,000 on them now. Who did it here? 5 52.5. Who did it 52.5? Bid 1 on 5,000. 1 did it here? 1 did it 5,000 here down 1. Sold her 5,000. 5,000. Tread heart bound 5,000. Good eye there. We're going to 1 DLMS 174 74 74. Let's do it again. 7,500, 7,000, 5,000, 2.5 on $5,000 on her now. 48, 49, hear them 5, hear them 5,000 where? Whole life ahead of her, boys. 4,000, 2.5 on 42.5 at a bird and 2.5 half. Who did it hear them have 42.5 half? Who did it hear them have 42.5? Get 5 on 45. Hear them 5, 45, 5 here, 5 there. Here, bid 5 and 4,500 on 45, 5, 7.5. Who did it hear them 45, 47.5 at a bird and 45, 4,600 on 46 here, 7.5. 5 on $5,000 on her now. Who did it 52.5 on 52.5 half? Who did it here? 2.5 at a bird and 52.5 on 5,000 2.5 half. Who did it here? 2.5 5,000 2.5 sold her 5,000 5,000 ECL 75 75. All right. Flip your page if you're following along. We're going to the heifers that have been the talk of the town. Nick and Kia Bray cattle guys out of Eddystone. These heifers are due February and March. They're bred to Easy Calving Angus bulls from 6 Mile, Youngdale. Nick.
Okay. And a bloodline son from Shaft. 75 to 85 pound birth weight on the bulls, guys. The bulls were out on May the 15th and pulled on July the 15th with a 60-day calving window on these heifers, all right? Real reputable set of heifers, guys, from the Brave family. Ripping set of heifers. You can't find them any better. Let's roll 4 times here on some black white face heifers. They're due to start calving February, March. You're going to like them. Let's roll. On, tell me now. Heifer time. Let's roll. 7,000. On $7,000 on them now. Hear them 7, 65, 2, 3, 4. On 6,400. On 6,400. Hear them 55. 55. Hear them 2, 3. On 5,000, 2.5, 5. On 55, 5. Hear them 55, where? On 55, 7.5, 7.5, 6,000 now. On 6,000, 2.5. Hear them 2.5, 5. 65, where? 63, 4. On 4, 4, 5. On 65, 5. $6,600 on them now. 66 here now. 60, 600. 65, 51 times. 65.5. On 65.5. On 65.5. Half. 66 here. On 6 here now. 65.5. 6,600. 65.5. 6,600 and I. Sold them way upstairs. 65 and 50. 65 and 50. We're going K-bar. You want a new pen, guys? Or with the cows? With the cows? 106, 106. My word, fellers, they're getting better. On 6,000, where? On 1, 2, 3. On 63, 3, 3. On here, 3, 3, 4. On here, 4, 4. Look your turn. 4, 5. 65, 6,600. On 6 here, 7. 7, 7 here, down. Tell you what, do that 66.5 real quick. One time. On 66.5. On 66.5. Half. Here, down 6.5. A bird on 66 here now. Half. Sold to 6,600. 2B buys them 6,600. Need a pen? We'll go 110. Wow, you gotta love them. 6,000 on $6,000 on them now. 1, 2, 3. 3 them 4. 64 here. Have it here. 4 them 5. On 65 where? On 65 5. Have it bird them 4.5. Get that 5. 6,500 on 65 600. Now you're not 66 7 on 7 7. Here 7 7. Hit them again. Have it 67 on 67 7 8 800 here down. Here down 8 on 68 on 67 8 on 68 9 on 69 9. Gotta be 9. What do you mean no? 6,900 on 68 9 9 9 69 9 8 but 9 6,800 6,800. The market's on fire. That's a first. Selling them so high we blew the fire alarm. Can everybody hear me still? We're good, eh? Yeah? All right, let's keep it going. On 65, a bird on 2 and 3, 3. Who did it here? 2 and 3. A 3, 4, 5. And 65, 5. Have it a bird on 65. $600 on them now. 7, 7. Who did it here? 7 and 8. 6,800. On 68, 8. 7.5. Real quick. Now wait. 68, half. On 68 and a half. Half. Who did it here? 8 and a half. 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 6,800. 2B buys them. 6,800. Sleeping like a rock over there. Couldn't even phase. Let's do it again. On 5,000 where? On $5,000 on them now. 2.5, 5, 7.5, $6,000 on them now. Who did it here? Have it 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did it here? Have it $6,000 on them now. 59, 6,000. Thank you very much. Now just stay like that for the next hour or two. On 659, 6,000. On $6,000 on them now. Who did it here? Have it $6,000 on them. 1, 6,001 here now. Who did it here? Have it 6,001. 6,000.
6,001, 6,001, now 2, 62, 3, on 3, 3, didn't have a bit of 3, 4, didn't have a bit of 4, 4, didn't have a bit of 4, 4, here, done 5, out of beer, done 65, 64, 5, 5, 4 and a half, help ya, on 64 and a half, 5, who did a bit of here, done 5 and a half, 65 and a half, 65 and a half, sold him 6,500, Tubi buys him 6,500 this time, same way, together, well, yeah, we're selling. We haven't quit yet. If I'd have told you when we sold your heifers the fire alarm was going to go off and it was just going to be a disaster, you wouldn't even believe me. 5,500 on 5,000, 2 and a half, 5 on 55 and a bird and 7 and a half, $6,000 on them now, 61, 1 where on 6,001 on 6,001, 1 who did everybody hear them have it a bit of 6,001 on 6,050 on 6,000 half who did everybody hear them have it a bird and 6,000 half 1 on everybody hear them have it a bit of 6,001 1 half 1 a half here done have it a bit of 6,000 1 and a half 1 and a half Luke you want to be 1 and a half 1 and a half 1 and a half 1 and a half 1 here 1 and a half 61 and 50, 61 and a half. CJA, 61 and 50. CJA, 61 and 50. Pen, 62. 62, 62. Oh, my word, fellers, let's do it again. On 55 at a bird, on 55, 5, who did a bit of 55 at a bit of 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 57 at a half, 6,000, where? On $6,000 on them now, who did a bit of hear them have a bit of $6,000 on them now, did a bit of hear them have a bit of 6,000 now, on $6,000 on them now, who did a bit of hear them have a bit of 6,000 here now, who did a bit of 5,800, on $5,800 on them now, who did a bit of 8 and 9, on 9, did a bit of 9, did a bit of 59 here now, who did a bit of 8 and a half, 9, on 15, 9, did a bit of 9, did a bit of 9, did a bit of 9, but 9, did a bit of 8, but 9, 58, 5,900, and I sold them 5,800. We're going TVY or TYV, 5,800. Oh, yeah, 12. It worked, whatever you did that time. 5,000, 2 and a half, 5. On 55 at a bird and 5, 5. Who did a bit of here and 5 at a bit of 55 at a bit of 7 and a half. Who did a bit of here and 5 at a bit of 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 8 and 9. On 15, 9, did a bit of 9, did a bit of 9, did a bit of 15, did a bit of 9, but 9, 9 where? On 5,900. On 59, did a bit of here and 9, but 9, 9, 6,000. On did a bit of here and 5 at a bit of $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of 15, did a bit of 6,000 now. 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here and 5 at a bit of 59, 6,000. Hammers up. Here I go. On $6,000 on them now, did a bit of 9, 6,000, 9, 6,000. Sold them 5,900, 5,900. We're going to JLGA, pen 14. Oh, there's the blue. On telling her everybody needs a blue one now. On telling her 7,000. On did a bit of $7,000 on her now. Who did a bit of here? Don't have a bit of 7,700. Did a bit of here? Don't have a bit of $7,000 on them now. Did a bit of 6,500. 2 and a half, 5. On 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did a bit of here? Don't have a bit of $6,000 on them now. Did a bit of 55, 7 and a half. On did a bit of here? Don't have a bit of 55. A bit of 55, 750. On 55, 7 and a half. Who did a bit of here? I got 5,500 on the LMS. 7 and a half. 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Did a bit of here? Don't have a bit of 6,000 where? On did a bit of here? Don't have a bit of 6,000. You're down to a bit of 7 and a half, 6 on $6,000 on them now, a bit of 5,900 real quick on a bit of 5,900, a bit of 5,900, a bit of 5,900 here down to a bit of 5,900. I see you thinking up there. 5,900 on 59,900. You want to do it? 5,900, 5,900, 5,900. Now 6,000. Now 6,000. Now 6,000. Now 6,000. 6,100 on 61,100. Who did a bit of here? Don't want a bit of hit him again. 61. 61,100. Who did a bit of here? Don't want a bit of 6,001. 6,001. 6,001. What do you want to do? 6,001. 6,001 and I. Sold her $6,000 DLMS bound. We're going to Smiths at 6,000. 5 DLMS 5. 15. All right, Dennis Geisler's heifers, guys. What a ripping set of red heifers they are. Bred red Angus, due to start calving on March the 13th. All right, March the 13th. All right, let's roll on them. On tell me where, what am I give here? Hear them, have it, 7,000. On $7,000 on them now. Here to $7,000 here now. $7,000 on them now. Right out of the pen, 6,500. On 65, 6,000, 2.5. On 6,001. On 6,001. Here to 1 here now. 58, 59. Here to 9, here to 59. 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Here to 6,000 here down to 9,600. On here to have it 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. 6,000 here down to 59. 6,000. On $6,000 on them now. $9,600 on them now. 6,000 where? I got him already on. I'm not going to take you twice. Don't worry. We're friends. So now 6,000. On 6,000 here down to 6,000 where? $6,000. I'll tell you what. Take a look at the quality of these heifers in the ring. Big barreled heifers, big top, lots of hip to them. These type of heifers in a dispersal situation would be tripping well over 7,000. We're sitting here asking 6,000. 59, 6,000. 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did he don't have it 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did he don't have it 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Tell you what, 59, 51 time real quick. 59, 50. On 59 and a half. On 59 and a half. 6,000. On $6,000 on them now. Who did he have it 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did Nope, 6,000. You own them all. Or tell you what, I make you a deal. 6,500. You can take one out. You want to do that? 6,500 with one out. 6,500. 61. On 61 2. 1 2 2 2. 1 2. J hit him again. 61 2. On 2 2. 1 2. 1 2. 1 2. 61. 62. 61 and a half. On 61 and a half. Half. Who did here to 1 and a half at a beard on 61 and a half. 61 150. Sold them 6,100, 6,100. We are going to go to, where did we put you? 71. 71, 71. Oh, boys, take a look here what we got in the ring for you. On tell me where, 6,000, 2.5. On 6,000, 2.5, 2.5. These ones get my approval stamp. 6,000. On hear them have it 55, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who did 57.5? 6,000 where? On $6,000 on them now. Who did here to have it 6,000, 2.5, 5. On 65. Luke, your turn. 65. On 3, 4. On 4, 4, 4, here down to 64. 3's on. Give that 4. On here them phone, 3 them phone, 64. On 3, 4, 4, 4. Who did here them 3 them phone, 6,400. 6,400, 63, 6,400, and I sold them 6,300. We're going to be number. Needs a pen. 110, 110, 110. All right, guys, we're going to the Morton cattle now. Bulls were out the 3rd week of August, due the end of May. Bred Black Angus or Limo. All right, here we go. On time here on him, 924 pounds on the average, boys. Let's roll here. 10-5. Who did it here? 10-5. 4,005. And 4,500. 45 at a beard and 4,500. $4,000 on them now. Who did it here? 4, 4, did it here? 4, 4,000 where? On $4,000 on them now. 3,500. 35 here. 3,001. On 31 here. 31. On 31 at a beard and 25. 600. On 27. 800. 20. 9, 29, 9, here to 9, give 3, 3,000, 1, 2, 3, on 33, 4, 35, who did 37 and a half, give 4, on 4,000, 2.5, who did 42 and a half, half, who did here to 5, who did 4,500, and 4,500, 44, 43, 4, and 44, 44, 44, 5, 5, who did 45, 44, 5, who did 44, 5, 44, 5, 44, 500, and I sold them 4,400, Frenches by 4,400, double F, 16, 16. Single heifer now. Here done 35. Who did a bit of 35? A bit of 31. 31 head 31 1. She's heavier than her sisters we just sold, fellers. 3100. On 31 on a bird and 31 1. Did a bit of 31 2 and 3 and 4. Honda a bit of 34. 34 4. Who did a bit of 34 5. And 35. Honda a bit of 35. 36 7 7. Who did a bit of 37 38 38 39 4. On 4001. Honda a bit of 41 2. Honda a bit of 42 here done 2 2 9 a bit of 42 3 and 3 and 4 44 a bit of here done 4 a bit of 45. Who did a bit of 45 a bit of 45 a bit of 44 here down 5. Sold them 4,400, 4,400. We're going same way, same way, same way, same way. All right, that'll conclude it for today. We'd like to remind you all butcher sale and show listed feeder sale happening this Thursday. If you have anything to consign, bug miles on the way out. With that being said, have yourself a good afternoon, guys.